Good morning, my wonderful friends. Magus with you on a beautiful day in Asha. This is probably one of the most important messages I have ever made. So I'm going to ask you to stay with me to the end of this. Yesterday I put out a message, I believe it was 7 minutes. The average view was 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That will not work for this. I'm going to build the cause, and by the end, my friends, your life will never be the same. If you're one of those that usually, I know you guys love me, you want to give me a views, you click on, click off, I appreciate you, but today you need to hear this. This morning in vision, I saw something, and it was so eye-opening that we need to know this, and we need to share this message. It's really early right now. I just woke up, wrote this down. I don't like making messages early in the morning when I first wake up, because people barely understand what I'm saying when I'm wide awake. So I ask you to bear with me as I go through this. But my friends, I promise you, you will not be disappointed. In my vision this morning, in that place between awake and asleep, I saw myself cleaning off a counter, and there was paper and trash and some food crumbs and stuff, and then money, dollar bills. And as I was wiping it off and into a trash can, I saw myself wiping the dollar bills with all the trash. And I'm thinking, why would I do that? It's money. And then I started having this conversation with Spirit and saying, what's the difference between that paper that you consider trash and that paper that you consider of value? And my friends, I said, well, isn't it because we all collectively have agreed to it that holds value? And then Spirit spoke to me again. When did you agree to it? My friends, when do you remember ever agreeing to our monetary system? And the more I thought about it, more questions started to arise in my mind about other things that we apparently have agreed upon. How about our taxes? Do you remember ever agreeing upon that? How about the draft system, that they can take our child to go off and fight their wars and die? Do you remember ever voting on that, agreeing to that? No, my friends, the only thing you remember is the history that they give you. And I started thinking about history. What history do you really know? Only what they have taught you. And we keep finding out that the history that's been fed to us is not even the real history. But you know what? It's very real to us. My friends, every thought that you have has been programmed into you to be your truth. And my friends, in the educational system, you'll find this very quickly, that they do not train you to be a thinker. They just want you to be a good, obedient servant. And that's what I want to talk on today, about the programming that has taken place and become your reality. And my friends, the problem with that is because once you think you have all the answers, you stop asking questions, and then they have you exactly where they want you. And now, my friends, I'm going to say some things that are going to rub pretty much everybody the wrong way, because when it goes against your truth, your idea of reality, walls go up, right? Defenses go up, and you fight me or turn me off. But will you allow yourself to hear this and then make a decision? You've heard their propaganda. Let me speak. Take it in and just think about it. That's all I'm going to ask. And we're going to cover a lot of stuff, so please stay with me. The Bible, what do they call this? The good book. I spent a lot of time reading to you guys from the different books, from the Bible, from the Quran, from the Gita, and I'm trying to teach you something. We've talked about Moses, probably the most popular figure in the Bible, and he told the soldiers to go kill the men, women, and children. And when the soldiers brought back the women and children, because they were moved with compassion, which is love, which we think of as God, what did he say? He said, bring the women and children and slay them before my eyes. My friends, we've talked about the story of Jephthah. that the Jewish people call the mighty man of valor, that every year they celebrated him. What were they celebrating him for? He went in, killed the men, women, and children, and before he did that, he made a vow to Jehovah that if he was successful, the first person to come out of his home, he would offer up as a burnt sacrifice. His daughter came out singing and celebrating daddy's home, and he slit her throat, burnt her up as a burnt offering to their Lord. And my friends, every time you see their Lord in this book, he's always coming with killing and slaying and hate and suffering. But they call that the good book. My friends, it's because they don't know what good is anymore. They've been taught what good is, and it's not very good. God means the highest principle of good, and you see it in all the different books, all the different stories. And my friends, in my vision, as I went behind and I was asking Spirit, who is behind lying to us, telling us about what our monetary system is going to be, what the laws are going to be, who can tell us when we go to war or not, that we have to be in their school and education system, our truant police comes and takes you off to jail. Who's behind that? And as I started to look behind, it wasn't people, it was an energy. It was a satanic evil energy, my friends, running the governments, running the religions. And it's so simple. As I'm saying this, you're thinking, my God, he might be right, even though you're scared to death right now because you're told if you question, you will burn in hell. The government will get you. Somebody, something is going to get you. But I'm here to tell you, the only thing that's going to grab a hold of you is freedom in your life. My friends, the Germans, when they wanted to depopulize, people fought them, but they've gotten a lot smarter these days. What has America done? They brought the United States into a concentration camp with what we call the media. My friends, you'll sit there with a popcorn and a soda pop and let them fill your mind, and they can manipulate you to do anything they want. They want to cut back on the population. My friends, there's women in the street marching saying it's my right to kill my baby. You've heard about them trying to sedate the people. My friends, everyone I know is on drugs right now, and people are fighting for it. Whatever that energy, whatever those people want, they have you doing it, and they'll have you fighting for it and screaming for it because they program you with their TV, with their entertainment, and with their media. My friends, understand this. You are locked in a mind prison. They have you. Let me ask you something. Tell me, where did you come from? What are you? Why are you here? Who are you really? My friends, you can't answer that other than what they have told you, depending on where you're born around the world, whatever book, religion they've given you, that's what you're going to answer. But my friends, if you had to bet your whole life on it, that you know exactly where you came from, exactly what you are, everything around us, we know what it's for. My God, a coffee cup is to hold coffee. A candle is to make light. A book is to read and gain knowledge. What are you? What are you for? And most people cannot answer that. My friends, there's an energy vampire that people call gods, okay? But they are no God because they are no good, and they are sucking the life out of you with their lies. My friends, the reason you'll send your child off to war to die for your country is because you've been lied to. They've told you in their movies, they've romanticized it, that if you go, you're a hero to lay down your life for your country, but you're a coward if you don't. And you watch that and you take that in and you vibrate that and you believe it. But my God, you'd be more of a hero to stand up and say, no, I'm not going to kill. I'm not going to take another life. I'm not going to lay down my own life for hate and fear and greed and separation and evil anymore. My God, I've studied all the religions. Here on this channel for the last 3 years, we've studied every religion. And my God, they're all the same stories. And that's what I've been trying to show you. It's the same satanic energy behind it all. But here's how they confuse you. They will mix some good in it. And that's why this lie has gone on for so long. There's some good moral advice in here. There's some truth in here. And that's how they get you, just to keep you confused. They mix, or they attempt to mix good and evil, dark and light, so that your God hates sometimes, loves sometimes, is at peace sometimes, at war sometimes, and you emulate that, you become that, you vibrate that, you are that. So now you've got this evil energy in your life, and it doesn't need to be here. And my friends, if you don't stomp it out, eventually that evil will take over. My friends, it's time to let the light in. It's time to let the truth in. And it's so simple. And I'm going to show you what it is. I'm going to read to you from Osha 13. And if you get this, your life will never be the same. Osha 13. It starts off as good, bad is bad. I could have just said that and the video been over, but people wouldn't understand what I'm saying. Good is good and bad is bad. I'm going to show you where all the suffering in your life comes from right now in this short paragraph. It says the original word is that all good comes from the Creator and no evil comes from Him. The original word, what is that word? It's the original vibration. It's the perfect Creator's perfect idea, and that is no evil. No evil comes from Him. A perfect Creator cannot create evil. And my friends, from this original word vibration, the spiritual world is made straight and the material world brought into order. If you will make your spiritual world straight by holding only good, not the mixed monster matrix religions gods that hates, wars, kills, and destroys, but is love, peace, joy, and you emulate that, you be that, you vibrate that, then, my friends, you are feeding the all good spirit. The all good spirit is feeding you. You're becoming one energy, and let that spread around the world. Right now, the monster god that hates, wars, kills, and destroys, that's the energy spread all around our world, and that's why the world looks like it does, but we can change it. It says the original word vibration idea of false religion is that evil comes from the Creator. In this false idea is all the evil creatures suffer. You want to stop suffering on this planet? It's a change of idea. My friends, we get rid of the mixed monster gods. We get rid of their governments. We get rid of their monetary system. We get rid of their control. And we take on the highest principle of good. Loving each other. Loving your neighbor as you love yourself. Doing unto others as you want to have them do unto you. It's so simple, my friends. We vibrate the highest frequency there is, love, and we will change this world. My God, we're going on 3 years right now. October 14th is 3 years. And I told myself I'd give myself 3 years to see how this goes. I want you, my friends, if you made it to the end of this video, I'm talking to you because you're the ones that are with me. Share this message with as many as you can. I'm going to come back in a few days and see how many views we have on this, how much time we have on us. Are we making a difference, a change? And if not, my friends, we need to find another avenue to do it than besides YouTube, because this message is too important. Will you, my friends, rally the troops today? Get your friends and family involved. At least share it with them. They might not accept it. They might get mad at you, but the truth has gone in and they will never forget it. My God, share this message and know I love you guys. We'll see you next time.
Magi. words written on your mind, and align with the truth. The journey's in your mind. What is there to find? Asha is coming.